What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer Day with TK. It's Sunday afternoon here in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm hanging out in the garage getting ready to try a new beer. Yesterday I went on a little bit of a road trip, try to knock out some of these stops on the 419 Ale Trail. So my wife and I and a couple of friends headed up to Bowling Green, Ohio. We went to Aistear Brewing, BG Beer Works, Juniper, had something to eat at Reverend's, and then ended the night at Arlen's Good Beer. All in all, it was a really great day. Aistear was the first place I went to. I've done a couple of their beers in the past, and I picked up a couple to go. I probably said this before, but the one thing I love about Aistear is they do some really wild styles, and they do them really well. I think the last beer I reviewed from them was a root beer braggot. I can't say I've ever seen one before or since. And it's one thing I really enjoy about these guys. They're really adventurous in the brewing and go out there and make wild stuff. And it's not just crazy stuff for the sake of crazy. They do a good job at it. So, you know, if you're just looking for a bar with 6, 7, 8 IPAs, this probably isn't it. If you're a little more adventurous and want to try some really good beers, go check this place out. So the beer that I have that I'm going to review from them today is called Lolth's Libation, L-O-L-T-H. And this is a Boston cream pie porter. Again, can't say I've really run into these before. I was unaware of who Lolth is, so I did a little bit of homework, jumped on the internet, and it looks like Lolth is a Dungeons & Dragons character from Forgotten Realms, a chaotic, evil spider queen. I'm severely arachnophobic. If I'd known it was a spider queen beer, I might have avoided it. But anyway, we'll give this thing a shot. It said this is made with vanilla, with chocolate, and with actual Boston cream pies in it. Comes in at 6.4% ABV, 33 IBUs. Didn't really have a lot of information out there on the web to help me. It had a 3.37 on Untapped, but there was only 19 check-ins, so not a whole heck of a lot to go on there. As far as Beer Advocate, it's an NA. There was no check-ins there. I think it's a relatively new beer. Like I said, there's only 19 check-ins on Untapped. So I'm actually going with the Aistear glass today, which you can see. I love their glass. It's got the the multi-sided die here and some Celtic artwork. It's kind of interesting. Let's take a look at the beer. Obviously, very dark in color, kind of a cola color. Not much of a head to speak of there, dissipated rather quickly. Looks like a fair amount of carbonation, although I can see it at the top, the bubbles. Can't really see them through the glass as much, but I can see them popping up on the top. Let's give it a sniff. It's a rather inviting smell. I'm actually a fan of Boston cream pies. It kind of does smell like that. You pick up a bit of the cocoa, and you pick up a little bit of like creamy vanilla. It's kind of a nice smell. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Cheers. That is one of the most unique beers I've had in a while. I'd say medium bodied, probably on the higher end of medium, a little bit thick, but it's got a nice body to it for sure. The taste, the first thing you get is you get hit in the mouth with like a big tart, it opens up with a nice big tart punch, which I kind of like. I'm a fan of sour. So this is kind of like a sour porter with those other flavors going in there of the Boston cream pie. So you definitely pick up some cocoa, you definitely pick up a bit of vanilla. All in all, it's a really interesting beer. Yeah, nice tartness, and then it kind of fades away, and you pick up, I think, the vanilla and then the chocolate. If you like Boston cream pie, it's what it tastes like. And like I said, there's actually Boston cream pies in this when they make it, which is kind of cool. All in all, this would be a really good beer. Again, if you're not too adventurous and you just want to sit around and drink Bud Lights, this one's probably not for you. But if you are interested in trying some different stuff, things that maybe are a little off the beaten path, or flavors and combinations you don't see too frequently, check this out, or check some of the other stuff out at Aistear Brewing up in Bowling Green. So Lolth's Libation, you would get a big thumbs up. I would definitely drink another one of these. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Have you ever had a Boston cream pie porter? If so, let me know who made it. I'd be interested to try another for comparison's sake. Hey, till next time, have a great week, stay safe, cheers.